Hello, hello, and it's reading time. And we're going to read What Happens When You Talk by Joy Richardson. And this is the book I got at the Whitesboro Public Library. So, what happens when we talk? That's what I'm doing right now. What happens when we talk? What happens when you talk? By Joy Richardson, pictures by Colin and Moira Maclean, illustrated by Gail Zander, PhD. When your voice started working as soon as you were born. You used it for crying. Sometimes you cried softly. Sometimes you cried loudly, but you could not talk. You listened to people talking. Soon you tried making noises with your mouth. Ba 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 ba. Ga 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 ga. Da 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 da. It was fun making sounds. Do you remember when you were little? Ma 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 ma. Da 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 da. Slowly you learned to fit sounds together. The sounds made words. The sounds had meanings. You talked and people understood you. Your brain is in charge of talking. It sends orders to your voice box and your mouth. Your voice box and your mouth. Put your hand around the front of your neck. Look into a mirror and say, what happens when you talk? So, say right now, what happens when you talk? Can you feel your voice box working? Can you see your mouth moving? Did you do it? When you breathe out, the air from your lungs comes up from your windpipe. It goes through your voice box, right here, and out of your mouth. And you can use the air for talking. Hold your breath and say your name. Breathe out and say your name. Breathe in and say your name. Which is the best way of talking? You cannot talk when you are holding your breath. Talking sounds funny when you are breathing in. You can only talk properly when you are breathing out. Your voice box is at the top of your windpipe. It has a slit in the middle, like a mailbox. When you are not talking, the slit is wide open. The air goes through without making a noise. Wow, we're learning something. On each side of the slit, there is a flap. The flaps are your vocal cords. They are like strong rubber bands inside a special skin. When you talk, the vocal cords lighten up, tighten up. They make the slit narrower. Air pushes through the narrow slit. It pushes against your vocal cords and makes them vibrate. They shake up and down very fast and make a noise. Put a rubber band around an empty, round plastic container. Then pluck the rubber bands with your finger. What do you see and hear? The rubber band vibrates very fast. As it vibrates, it makes a noise. The air pushes against your vocal cords. It makes them vibrate like this. So maybe you can get Mom to get that taken care of so you can see what happens. So when you're done, ask Mom to get this done. When we're done reading the book, that is. Oh, I forgot to show you the pictures. Can you see it? Can you see it? I see it. I see it. Blow a little air into a balloon. Hold the neck between your fingers and thumbs. Let the air rush out. Blow a lot of air into the balloon and try again. What do you see and hear? The air made the neck of the balloon vibrate. A little air made a little noise. A lot of air made a lot of noise. When you talk loudly, a lot of air pushes against your vocal cords. When you breathe, with one breath, how many times can you shout your name? Oh, I wonder. Let's try. Are you ready? Laura, 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 Laura. How many times? I said it a lot. How many times did you say your name? How many times can you say your name quietly? I don't know. You ready to try? Lara, 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 Lara. Not as many times. Loud talking uses up more than quiet talking. I don't know. I disagree. I think I could say it more loudly. I think I'm used to talking loud. I have to try the balloon experiment. I think that would be super fun. Sing a song. Listen to the high sounds and low sounds your voice can make. Muscles in your voice box make your vocal cords tighter with high sounds and looser with low sounds. Use a plastic container again with a rubber band around it. Pull the rubber band out from one side and hook it over a door handle. Pull the container away so that the rubber band over the top gets tighter. Pluck the rubber band as you pull it tighter and tighter. Can you hear the sound getting higher as the rubber band gets tighter? Wow, another experiment to do with Mom and Dad. Wow, we have several things we need to try. Your mouth catches the sound from your voice box. It turns into the sound of letters and words. Look at your face in a mirror. Say a nursery rhyme slowly. What can you see moving? When you talk, your lips open and close. Your jaw goes up and down. Your tongue moves about. Your mouth has to make a different shape for each sound. Wow. Are you noticing that when I'm reading to you? Do you notice my mouth moving? My chin going up and down? When you change the shape of your lips, the sound changes too. Look in a mirror and say A, E, I, O, U. Okay, let's try it together. A, E, I, O, U. Squash your lips together and say O. Stretch them out and say E. Try it again. You ready? O. E. Sometimes you close your lips and then put the sound bursts out. Put your hand in front of your mouth and say P, B. Now put it in front and say it again. P, B. Did you try that? Can you feel the air rushing out? So we're going to stop right here. We're about halfway through the book. And we'll pick up on page 24 on our next time of reading. Thank you for spending time with me today on what happens when you talk. Have a great afternoon, morning or night. Talk to you soon.